The beginning of closeness with God or proximity with God begins from salvation. That's why the Bible says that the prayer of a sinner is an abomination in the ears of God, in the sight of God. Am I communicating? So, your effectiveness is determined by your knowledge. Your ineffectiveness is influenced and inspired by the scarcity of knowledge. Are we together? I share with you mysteries of the kingdom. So if a man wants to see the involvement of God in his life, there is a way that man is meant to interact with God. If a man wants to experience the synergy of God, the involvement of God, the partnership of God in his life, there is a way that man must position himself in order for him to journey with God. There is a way. Jesus Christ said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. That's why I said every journey with God begins from salvation, because Jesus is the key that opens the door into the household of God. He is the only legal access to God. No man can have access to God except that man pass through the way. Not a way, the way. The way. Jesus is the way, and He is the only way to God. The possibilities that reside in God can only be handled by men when men recognize the messianic and the salvific personality of Jesus. So the Bible says that to them that received Christ, they were given power to become the sons of God. The sons of God are those who are carriers of the inheritance of God. The sons of God are those who manifest the attribute of God both in words and in deeds. But you don't become a son of God because you pray. You don't become a son of God because you call Jesus. You become a son of God when you receive the life of God by your believing in your heart that Jesus is the Messiah. Jesus is the one that died for you to be reconciled back to God. When you believe in your heart and you confess your mouth, you are made a son of God. Am I communicating? So we need to now know how to walk with God. You cannot know God if you don't walk with God.